Welcome back to Fantasy Breakdown. It's week 15, round 1 of playoffs. Doing a little bit different this time. Some more predictions from me. Talking about whatever. Anyway, we'll start with recent news. Jalen knocked out Luke from the playoffs after winning his second game of the season after coming off a 13-week losing streak. Pretty impressive. He can be that bad to lose to Jalen. Anyway, he wouldn't have done anything in the playoffs nonetheless. Jalen Hurts is terrible. Sorry, Ben. I know you agree. Phillip Rivers is back, playing Seattle this week, so I'm sorry for him. You know, for Jonathan Taylor's sake and Tyler Warren, I hope he does good. But Seattle will win nonetheless. Instead of doing last week's matchup of the week, like I have been doing, I'm going to predict like this week's stuff and like choose it beforehand. So like what I think the matchup of the week will be. So I said the matchup of the week, and I think the matchup of the week is Xander versus Arthur. You could say anyone, really, but it's a week 1 rematch, and you never know with Josh Allen. So Josh Allen could throw up 35, and Arthur's team is playing Evil Fantasy this week. Pretty tough schedule. So once again, instead of doing power rankings, since they're already set, regular season's done, how I think the matchups will go. Not relative bias, but exploring all possibilities. I'll start with me versus Blessing. My team has been pretty slow lately. Ibuka sucks. Adunze sucks. BTJ is terrible. I'm sitting him this week probably. And my Colts have gone downhill as well. So who knows? But if I get consistency, if they do what their average is, or even a little less, I'm fine. I think I should win this one. If I lose, it's going to be a blowout, though. Like, I'm going to be doing terrible. I'm playing for my 6th win in a row against Blessing. So I want to keep that streak going. I think I'm going to win it. Sam versus Ben. Ben should blow Sam out. But to be honest, if Sam starts the right people and gets lucky, you never know. But Ben's going to win probably. Riley versus Gavin. Gavin should take this one pretty well. But A.J. Brown has been doing crazy. And as I've said in the past, if A.J. Brown does good, so does Riley. Should be Gavin, though. Especially with, I don't know, the Rams and the Lions game is going to be crazy. Xander versus Arthur. Arthur should take this based on previous performances, but his team is playing doom and despair opponents, and especially the Cardinals guys who play Houston this week. And those guys have really helped Arthur out a lot. Jacoby Brissett gets the ball out really quick, so we'll see. They'll probably pass the ball 45 times a game again. Lions versus Rams game is the only one this year that the sportsbooks have projected the over-under of 55 points. And so it should be a crazy shootout, crazy high scoring. Any player in that game that you have, start him. Which gives Arthur more upside, really. So in the end, I have myself, Gavin, Ben, and Arthur. It is the top seeds for everyone, so like the basic pick. But those are kind of like the 4 dogs this year. It's a pretty easy choice, but one of these games will go bad. And I could see it being myself. If these teams win, though, the ones that I said, next week I would play Ben and Gavin would play Arthur. That would be a great week. Anyway, there you go.